This week on Sailing Adrift.
How you doing, Chief?
Good. I think I might have a bee in my hair.
There's a bunch on your hat. Keep going. Oh shit, dude, you got like 100. This
We left our anchorage in La Gringa and headed towards Isla Mitlan, hoping to shit we don't run into any more bees. We arrived in Isla Mitlan, anchored down, and attempted to fish, while we determined if our anchor was going to hold or not.
You look very majestic right now.
do I?
Your silhouette. Yeah. Take your shirt off.
Soon I'll be ready to unveil the beef curtain.
Don't say that.
Fishing was not a success for us that evening.
So far, it's a pretty great little spot. There are some bees exploring, but nothing too outlandish. We'll see what happens when we try to cook tonight. Pretty happy where we are. Might go do some exploring. We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna do some exploring. We only have one night here, as we're on a tight schedule to get up north for our big haul out in Puerto Penasco.
Got places to see.
While Chris gets the car ready, I'm packing a bag of beverages and snacks. Who knows how long we'll be out. And just like that, we're off, free to explore the island. Our dinghy is essentially our car, and we need to be really careful with our car because it has a soft bottom, and running aground or into sharp reefs could be the end to excursions like these. One day we plan on investing in a hard-bottom vessel, but for now we're making do with what we have. Isla Mitlan is completely uninhabited. The island formed from a volcano, Volcano Coronado, shown here. The landscape was very rocky and dry, at least this time of year. We looked all around us, and we were clearly surrounded by many hiking opportunities. We found a small beach to land, get out, and walk around.
Pretty cool spot. It's like a pebble beach rather than a sand beach. Better not be freaking mosquitoes. Ah, God, I can hear them. Set in a little hangout spot.
Stupid mosquitoes. I hope I brought the...
Can we get you? All right, turn around.
We both sprayed ourselves so we could actually enjoy our evening. We hung out, drank, and Chris made some dumb jokes.
Someone hid Rice Krispies under all the rocks. Listen. It's not all me. As soon as I stop walking, listen. Weird. I wonder what creatures those are.
We packed up and headed towards the lagoon. We were told this was a good place to float in the fall, not like these summer months. The water was very clear, but a little too shallow for our comfort. I think we were only about 6 inches from the bottom in some spots.
We got it in tilt mold, Kelly, so we can get as shallow as possible.
Cool.
But I don't think we're gonna make it much farther.
Yeah.
Plus it's low tide, or it's gotta be at least partially low tide. Oh well, next time in the fall, we'll come back and check it out. Some rays action.
Oh, there's lots of rays.
Look like stingrays, don't they?
Yeah, they're getting scared and everywhere too. Don't fall off your paddleboard here.
We made our way back to Drifter, and just in time for dinner. As the sun went down, the few bee friends we had also turned in for the night. For tonight's feast, Chef Chris is preparing pizza.
Tonight's dinner is boat pizza. What is boat pizza, you ask? A pizza you can make when your oven is not super big and doesn't get super hot. This is what we got. It should be pretty damn good. What cheese is that, Kelly? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Are we sure? We don't even know.
This is the goat cheese we got at the church outside of Loretto.
And of course, when you visit a mission, you gotta buy some goat's cheese.
Yeah, that's required. This is a sheep's cheese, low moisture mozzarella, and it should be perfect on pizza. Give it a taste, Kelly. Oh, there's also Serrano ham, which they sell a lot around here in little slices, and some red onion.
That's a good flavor combination.
Good. Does it taste like traditional pizza? But
Definitely does.
Thanks, Kelly. Thank you for the accolades. Good evening. Outside is crazy. I've never heard anything like this. The fish make it sound like I don't even know what. Hey, Mundingus, I have an idea. Let's see what happens when we turn on the underwater lights. Look how eerie this is. You can literally hear them hitting the side of the boat. Yeah, I'd say there's some sea life in the Sea of Cortez for sure.
That evening, we got a good night's rest for our big hike the next day. Going on a hike today.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out the flora and fauna of the volcano island.
Just ahead, this is the volcano we'd be climbing today. Back in La Gringa, we made some friends with a French-Canadian couple, Isabel and Alex, along with their dog Mike. Isabel would be joining us today, and Alex is gonna hang back with Mike.
We have not prepared for this hike, but we found the trailhead. We think. I hope it doesn't erupt while we're on the top. This is no joke, huh? We're at least 1/10 of the way.
Looks a lot bigger being in it.
The temperature today is going to hit 36 degrees Celsius, or about 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now, in the morning, it's only about 30 degrees Celsius, or 86 degrees Fahrenheit. About half an hour in, we realized it was probably too hot for this kind of activity. We all agreed we'd stop before anyone got too fatigued. We just wanted to have fun today. This experience wasn't about pushing ourselves to exhaustion. About 30 seconds after we made this decision, Isabel was surprised by a rattlesnake. Is he still there?
It's my first snake.
Hey, that's my first snake too.
Can you see him still?
You can go, I will film you.
Okay.
Be very careful. Oh, I still see him. Yeah. Chris braved the way for us, and then we stumbled across another reptile, this one less deadly.
A snake with feet?
Not exactly. This was none other than a spiny chuckwalla, a species of lizard belonging to the iguana family. This is the second largest species of chuckwalla, reaching 17 inches in body length and 25 inches in overall length, and weighing up to 3 pounds. Also, they're completely harmless to humans. But their tails do look a lot like those of a rattlesnake. We kept climbing, also knowing we'd have to make our way back down at some point, so staying hydrated and maintaining our energy was key. As we gained elevation, the view became more and more impressive.
How come part of your shirt is darker purple? Oh. This is how we keep going. All the way to the top. Yay. We've only seen one lizard and one snake so far. Ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
It should be the easier part.
Let's hope so. This where the elevator starts? Well, we made it all the way to the top, but this is the altitude line at which our cameras stopped functioning. So you
Crazy
couldn't.
story.
Yeah, it's not a crazy story, it's science. Any higher and they just don't work. So we couldn't film us getting all the way to the top of the mountain. Which is a real bummer because the vistas up there, they're next level, man. Literally. Here's what we got. Still pretty great.
There's our boy Drifter, way down there. Clearly, we maxed out. All of us headed back down together.
Status report, we're at the beach. The bees are obnoxious at any given time coming down because of sweat or whatever the heck it is, heat. There are about a dozen just buzzing around you. Luckily, yes, they're not aggressive. Right now I'm saturated in sweat. The sun's out. Kelly's right here, trooping along. She's surrounded by bees as well. I think we should just get the dinghy and go. How you doing, Chief?
Good. I think I might have a bee in my hair.
There's a bunch on your hat. Keep going. Oh shit, dude, you got like 100. This
We quickly scrammed into the dinghy, gave Isabel a ride back to her boat, and then arrived at ours. Now that we're all hot, sweaty, and exhausted, how about a quick hose off and a 24-hour non-stop passage to our final destination?
Back on the boat, headed to Puerto Penasco. I'll tell you, bees, man. I hope you're not here when we come back. You're kind of a pain in the butt. Although I appreciate you the fact that I only got stung twice this entire experience. I met too many of you. And I'm cool with not. But I'd like to explore the Bay of LA. People rave about it, and I don't think we experienced it enough to fall in love with it. So hopefully we will on the return trip. But we're headed to Puerto Penasco. We'll stay in a marina for about a week because there's no place to anchor there. And then we get hauled out, actually exactly a week from today. And then we have a week in the yard, and then we travel back to Portland. So big things happening, which is good because I think we have about 18 gallons of water left. Should be plenty to get us there. It'll take us about 24 hours all told to get us from our spot here. So goodbye, Bay of LA. We'll see you soon, I hope. I think it's time to put the fishing lines out though.
We cast out our lines and then just sat around waiting for something cool to happen.
Fish on!
That looks like bonito.
Yeah, might be.
There was a lot of fight in this bonito, but we managed to get him on deck. Little did we know we'd be bonito rich by the end of this trip.
What is going on back here? Kelly's gonna reel this one in. Assume the position. Do you have your yo-yo?
I do. Check.
Look, Kelly's doing her best Chris impersonation. Headphones.
Feels like a big one.
We reeled in another bonito. They just kept coming at us.
Picture.
Oh! Got it. Kelly caught a bonito and filleted it and everything, and now she's cleaning up her mess. Bonito makes decent ceviche. That's about it. There it is, and it's all its dark red bloody glory. But it should make for a nice light meal or afternoon snack.
Got one.
Yeah,
I think it's a big one too. I don't think it's a bonito.
I'll be right.
Unfortunately, I was dead wrong. We caught another bonito.
Yeah, it's the same.
This little dude would live to swim another day. We took a break from fishing and cast our eyes on the sea. The weather was hot and muggy, but the breeze from being propelled forward kept us somewhat comfortable. As the sun started to set, the heat of the day went with it. The color palette was absolute magic, and knowing this was our last sunset at sea was overwhelmingly bittersweet. This life is a lot of work, and we were both really ready to see our families again. But this life is also incredibly rewarding, and for lack of a better word, awesome. Especially moments like this one. And then, it got even more awesome.
I think there are some dolphins about.
After the dolphins left, it was back to reality, motoring along into the night. We had a long but blissfully uneventful night at sea. Chris was on watch to witness this wicked sunrise.
It's 5 a.m. We'll say 7 hours, depending on how quick we keep motoring along. We should be there around noon today. While Kelly's been asleep, I've been busy. Caught the Sierra mackerel this morning.
Look at this guy. He's so happy he caught something other than a bonito.
It is almost 7 a.m., so we got about 5 or 6 hours left in our transit to Puerto Penasco.
Yep, it's 7 a.m. Guess what we're having for breakfast?
And I dig it. It's tasty.
It was then that I woke up. Chris had managed to hook a second mackerel. We definitely had our bounty now. We were getting closer and closer. At this point, we can actually see land. More than land. Civilization.
It is hot and it is muggy and there is no relief, man. It's just very humid today, but we're getting close. Relatively close. We're about an hour out from tying up. We have to call the port captain on the VHF radio and request entrance. And then we have a slip waiting for us. Kelly's got the lines out and I'm about ready to give the port captain a call here in just a second.
As we approach the harbor, I hang out on deck and scout for any random waterway traffic. Meanwhile, Chris gets on the radio to let the port captain know we're coming in.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll try to do this in Spanish.
Okay.
Puerto Penasco, Capitán, Puerto Penasco, Capitán, Puerto Penasco, Capitán. Este es mi drifter, solicitando entrada.
Para Capitán, es por delante.
¿Hablas inglés? ¿Es ok entrada? Gracias.
Well, it's official. The moment has come to arrange our fenders one last time. Now what? And now for our weekly blooper reel sponsored by our patrons Jimbo and Missy from Chasing Sunsets.
Alright, you crazy bastard. Enough of your experiment.
Hi, 2 dots.
I don't think a drone would go this high.
How high are we?
I don't fucking know, man. Do you see an altimeter attached to my ass?
Sure, dude.
Do a shake of your back, like shimmy, like you're dancing. And then start walking fast. Dude, there's probably 15 on your back. Just shake. Don't put your arms up, or don't put them down now. Okay, hold on. That's not nice. That's a living creature, Chris. You dick.
That is wild.
I don't think it's alive still.
It better not be. It's missing a head.
It's missing a lot of vital parts. Is that a Pepsi can?
Yeah? Oh no, it's a Bud Light can.